Here's just some homicide rate numbers. The FBI said that in 2021 there is 25,000 homicides in America, but the CDC actually said there's 26,000. How was able the CDC got 26,000? I'm wondering if the FBI, they say that they didn't compile the information from some states because some states don't send the information in. So is that the total amount in America, or is that the total amount for? So either 25 or 26,000 people were killed last year, 2021. We're coming to the end of 2022. So is it going to be higher than 25,000, 26,000, or is it going to be lower? Now, homicides, those are pretty gruesome. If you were to go through the system, if you're a lawful person, there's some places where, like in Colorado, it's virtually impossible to get the death penalty put on somebody. So that means one homicide is too much. The system isn't, you don't want some random citizen being stronger and more powerful than the Leviathan. Well, one random citizen who, clearly has no morals or ethics, and they're clearly not reading any of the laws. They read none of the laws passed by the legislature, read none of the Constitution. They don't have ethics, so if they're not reading the laws, what do they got? They got no code whatsoever. So I just got some numbers here, and then I got some other numbers. So for 2021, in Wichita, Kansas, there's 23 homicides. In Seattle, Washington, 41 homicides. Boston, 36. Raleigh, North Carolina, 26 homicides. There's 26 souls, 36, 41. Mesa, Arizona, 25 souls were killed. Arlington, Texas, 19 souls were murdered. San Diego, California, 63 souls were snuffed out. El Paso, Texas, 30 souls snuffed out. Virginia Beach, 14 murdered. Memphis, Tennessee, 306. Memphis, Tennessee seems to be one of the top murder capitals in America. Memphis, Tennessee, 306. I wonder if that's because of all the bullshit, the racism. Isn't it Memphis, Tennessee? That's where the KKK was founded. That's where Martin Luther King was killed. Detroit, 303 was killed in Detroit. Damn, look at all the people being killed in Memphis, Tennessee. You hear a lot about Detroit, but not a lot about Memphis. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 195 were killed. Atlanta, Georgia, 159 people were killed. God, this over 100? I mean, they become statistics. They're just numbers at this point. Kansas City, Missouri, 156 souls were killed. Louisville, Kentucky, 192 souls were killed. 192, nearly 200 people were killed in 2021. Indianapolis, 239 were killed. Las Vegas, 152. What's going on in Indianapolis, Louisville, Memphis, Detroit, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Las Vegas, Columbus, Ohio, 203 were killed. Minneapolis, 94. This is 2021 numbers. FBI, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 120 were killed. That's a city that has over 500,000 people. Albuquerque, New Mexico is bigger than what I thought. But still, 120 people that's killed, and they're on track for, was 117, and then 19 around 134. So if you count Bernalillo's, right now for the city, it's 117. So it's not the same, but it's about the same. But every year you're going to have 120 people just get shot and killed for whatever reason. No, don't shrug your shoulders to that. Thou should not kill is like eternal law. That's a pretty big one. The reasons why we have felonies and misdemeanors and petty offenses and traffic offenses is because thou should not murder. Thou should not motherfucking murder. You're going to say felonies up there, you got the petty offenses, and then you're going to say that a felony is up there. And if we actually cared about, do we care about the main criminals out here? Houston, Texas, holy shit, 464. I guess they're the fucking winner, huh? In terms of the total amount of body count. Houston, Texas, God, Houston, Texas. Indianapolis ain't shit compared to Houston. Memphis and Detroit ain't shit compared to Houston. 464. What the fuck? They even have the death penalty in Texas. So that's not, it's not really subsiding any of it. Dallas, Texas, 212. What the fuck? Nashville, Tennessee, 99 are killed. What the fuck? I thought a bunch of Texans in Tennessee, don't you guys all have guns and you believe in self-defense? How come there's so many fucking murders? Tulsa, Oklahoma, 59 was killed. Denver, Colorado, 100 was killed. Portland, Oregon, 83 was killed. In Portland, Fort Worth, Texas, 118 was killed. Oklahoma City, 82 were killed. San Antonio, Texas, 168 were killed. Charlotte, North Carolina, 98 were killed. Austin, Texas, 79. Colorado Springs, Colorado, 38. And they're a pretty big city, 416,000. So it'd only have 38 or 40 or so. In 2020 and 2019 and 2010, they're pretty consistent. In 2010, you had 20 murders in Colorado Springs. In 2019, you had 20 murders in Colorado Springs. And then in 2020, it started going up. So it seems to be 20 every year. But then 2020 came around and it was 38. Then it doubled. But it's one of the biggest growing cities in Colorado. So 20, 21, 22, it seems to be about 40, 40, 40 now. So it used to be 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. But it's doubled. Now it's 40, 40. And I'm not sure what this year is going to be. Wichita, Kansas, 23. Seattle already did this. Virginia Beach, 14. In 2019, they said that there was 81 homicides in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Albuquerque, New Mexico, what is going on in that? You know, that there's a jump even with Albuquerque. 81's too many, but 120 is what was recorded in 2021. And then in 2022, it looks like about 115. So 120, but 3 of them are self-defense shootings. So I guess you could say 117 homicides. 117 straight up fucking murders. And there's 115 right now in 2022. But Bernalillo's County Sheriff's Department says that there's been 19 homicides in the county. So you got Albuquerque, New Mexico, the city, but then you got the surrounding county. And you know that the county and the city, they go in and out. It's basically the same damn. So just put 19 plus 15, that's 134. There's been more murders this year than last year in Albuquerque, New Mexico. 134 if you count Bernalillo's. And then you still got another 2 weeks left. So I guess we'll see what the final tally is going to be for Albuquerque, New Mexico. Are they going to break 120 or not? Colorado Springs, are they going to break 40? And then Denver, I saw Denver somewhere. 100 were killed in Denver in 2021. So Colorado needs to work on some things. We all need to work on some things. None of this should ever fucking happen. You know, I can understand, like, every once in a while in a blue moon, somebody fucking gets a hair up their, butt, and then some dumb shit falls, goes down. Shit happens, and I think you have to tolerate a small percentage of some of the shit as shit happening. Yeah, I agree with that. But this ain't shit happening. This is almost cyclical. This is almost like, let's let the gangs fucking take over America. Who cares about the police, and who cares about the judicial branch and the lawyers and the clerks and all that? Let's go after, Johnny Lawful. Let's go after Johnny Lawful over here. Give him some traffic tickets so that way we can go ahead and get some money and act like we're doing something for the, justice of the community. Meanwhile, the main motherfucking criminal motherfuckers are running roughshod over every single one of you assholes. There's no way any of this makes you guys feel comfortable. Look how many fucking murderers are running around America. How many murderers are running around America? In New Mexico, they said in 2020 there's 168 homicides, which I doubt. I'm not sure. I just kind of randomly got this, but if there's 134 being killed in Albuquerque, then that's your main culprit, right? Albuquerque. A lot of fucking shit. That should be maybe, police, force, FBI, state, New Mexico State Patrol. Their priority number one. If it's all coming out of Albuquerque. In Pueblo, Colorado, there's 24 kills. So, nobody should be killing anybody. And you had Nick Gradisar, the mayor, says more police ain't going to help. You don't really, it depends do you have enough police? If you have enough police, more police won't help. But just put police presence out there. For a big city, what they did with Louisville is just had a cop on every corner. So even if the crime does go down, well, the cop is just right there, just right there. So you just utilize the police that you have. Sometimes you have to have the boss needs to feel like he's the commander of some sort of military outfit. I like an organization that gives their soldiers autonomy. So you have a bunch of independent. I see, if I was to run an army, my army wouldn't just obey what I'm saying. They would. and make sure they were good, down with the mission, but essentially be independent and make good decisions. And good luck. We're all counting on you. And don't call me Shirley. Don't call me Shirley. So we'll see what happens, but that's too many fucking murders. That's straight up murder, straight up capital punishment. Some of it's probably robbery. Some of it's just probably, somebody give them a fucking dirty look. Some people could just be passersby, straight up fucking innocent, didn't do nothing to nobody. I've heard about, kids just being inside the house and they get shot because some other shit was going down, but they just happened to be in the crossfire. That's not good. That's not good. So we need to work on that. Thou shalt not murder. I'm sure I'm not the only one that believes in that. I'm sure if I asked you, you would say, oh, of course I don't. But if you truly believe that thou shalt not murder, then when you hear about people murdering other people, you would say that's bullshit, that's wrong. Let's look at the evidence. Can we figure out who did this? That's if you're a good person. If you're not a good person, then nihilism, you wouldn't give a damn, or sadism, hell, maybe you take pleasure in some of this shit. You sick fucks. Sadism, nihilism, no, we need Jesus.